We're here at the first keynote session for BlogWorld Expo, and the speaker is going to be Gary Vaynerchuk, author of the new book, The Thank You Economy. And I'm hoping there will be a Q&A session afterward, because my question to him is going to be, how much Chuck can Gary chuck or Gary can Vaynerchuk?
I know there was a slip up that I'll be signing books, but I was pretty okay with selling them as well. So I'm Gary Vaynerchuk. The book that you have in front of you is my second book with my deal with HarperCollins. Actually, my third overall book, because some of you might know I come from the wine space, and my first book was a wine book. This is my second business book. So you mean, Steph, to ask clarification, you mean success within publishing on both traditional and
on the marketing front as well.
Yeah, so my first book, Crush It, did extremely well, and a lot of people were confused by it because I spent $0 on traditional marketing, and it was completely based on the thesis that is the book in front of you, The Thank You Economy, which is basically, I've answered hundreds of thousands of emails, responded to tens of thousands of tweets, shook millions of hands, taken 1 billion pictures, and basically my thesis is I've guilted my fan base into buying stuff. Thank you.
It works. It works.
I come from a place where I want to sell stuff, right? So I didn't know if I was capable of writing good content. What I definitely knew was my book was going to sell, right? I was scared crapless when the book came out, because if it didn't sell, that would say that I was a clown, and I didn't want to be a clown, Steph. You know, so I do everything I do living and breathing every day, but very much my thesis, I felt Crush It was sold before I started it, because I think the biggest mistake that so many people make is they start promoting and trying to make things happen when the product's out, right? I'm on creating community and having customers and in the trenches every single day. I'm doing it right now. I'm here right now. I could care less if anybody here goes out and buys another copy or anything of that nature. I want to have relationships with every single person in this room for the next 60 years, not for the book that comes out next week. And that's just a fundamental flaw of most people in business, not only in publishing. Everybody's running a sprint. It's always a marathon. And so I do everything that way, whether it's the radio show, my engagement on Twitter, my Facebook fan page and newsletter, the content I produce, where I show up. This is 24/7, 365. And I think that people really lose sight of that. They think they're on, like they're going to promote for 3 months and some magic's going to happen. After Crush It really so well and Thank You Economy, I'm getting bombarded with authors. Hey Gary, you know, my book's coming out in like 2 months. I feel like I got to start doing something. What do you think I should do? And I usually write back to them, you lost. If that's your thought process, you lost. What we were talking about, what's going on in that world outside the Javits Center, and what we all recognize is happening, is that we all fundamentally agreed that the music labels have been disrupted, right? Napster came out, music labels have been disrupted. I think people have to understand what's really the fascinating thing that's currently happening right now, and there's not enough discussion about it, is that communication has been disrupted. The way you engage with your user, you didn't have to get lucky and show up on the Today Show and get those eyeballs. You went out and grabbed it. I mean, that was the story of my life, right? I started the wine thing. I didn't move to LA to start a wine show. I just sat in my office in New Jersey and executed it. We are seeing dramatic disruption in communication, and every person in this room should know, and I think does know, whether it's business or culture, whether it's throwing over governments in the Middle East, whatever you want, communication is such a fundamental structure of our society, and it is getting screwed the hell up.